Hello there and welcome to the Liverpool versus Aston Villa review. 2-0 to Liverpool in the end. And I say in the end because it was a tough game. Really tough game. At the end of this video, or near the end of this video, I'm going to look at some of the other results that happened this weekend as well, just very briefly to sort of tie it all together as well. But on the face of it, if you were someone that just goes off pure stats and you look at the statistics for this game against Aston Villa, 5 shots for Liverpool, 4 on target, that's not bad. You know, that's not bad. You're getting about, 70, 75%, maybe a little bit higher, 80% of your chances on goal. That's good. The amount of chances that we created, not that good. Not in my opinion. It's very flat. I think we had our first shot on goal, or the first shot that was saved on like the 30th minute by Salah. Very, a very light hit. Wasn't anything that was going to trouble Pepe Reina or anything like that. And it would be fair to say, until we made substitutions in the second half, Aston Villa were creating havoc. Now, you look at the other stats as well. 28% possession for Aston Villa, 72% for Liverpool. Averaged, something like that. Possession doesn't always mean that you're warranted to win a game at all. That's not what it's about. It's about the chances that you create with that possession. That possession has to count for something. It needs to count for actually creating. Now, what Aston Villa didn't necessarily park the bus, as people would say. They didn't necessarily park the bus or anything like that, but they were just very good at closing down and predicting where our front players were going or where a pass was being played. The person that I felt made the difference for Liverpool was Naby Keita, just being there. Naby Keita, just being there, made things happen in the box. Now, whether it resulted in a shot off target, whatever, or just, even a half chance, anything like that, I felt most of the things good about Liverpool moving forward into the attacking thirds and into attacking spaces was through Naby Keita, and in my opinion, could be a man of the match. My other man of the match would be probably Alisson, because Alisson was redonkulous in my opinion. The fact that Aston Villa had more chances listed here. I think they had more than us by quite a bit. We had 5 shots in total. That doesn't necessarily mean chances or anything like that. Aston Villa had 7 shots, the same amount of us on target, 4. We had 4 saves. All of their shots on target were saves by Alisson, and that's why I put, I know a lot of people are talking about Sadio Mané being man of the match, and he was fantastic as well. He was very good in the right areas as well, but we have to give credit where credit is due. Alisson was magnificent yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. And he is fantastic. He's a great goalkeeper. He's absolutely brilliant. Number 1 goalkeeper in the Premier League. Without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, anyway. And I'm not throwing shots at, De Gea or Edison or anyone like that. That's my opinion. I genuinely believe Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League as it stands right now. Naby Keita was fantastic going forward. Everywhere else, though, for up until what time did we make substitutions? We made subs around the 61st minute is when we made these substitutions. And this is probably this is probably not the first time, definitely not the first time, because I am wrong about stuff a lot. I felt that Bobby Firmino shouldn't have started that game, and that was probably wrong. Bobby Firmino comes on, and his involvement in the way Liverpool play changes things for everyone around him. Now, you're going to get loads, and we are getting loads of opposition fans, Arsenal fans, United fans, all this lot, slagging off Firmino. He's not scoring these goals, he's not assisting as much, and this, that, and the other. And, Liverpool fans are always on about the system. The system works, man. The system works. It is a good thing and also a bad thing. The reliance on the system, that is where Bobby Firmino is the cog. He's the critical cog of that system. He really is. Whether he's assisting, whether he's scoring, doesn't matter, because everything else around him happens because of him. It's really weird, and I'm pretty sure someone has probably done a breakdown video way better than I could probably do, talking about Bobby Firmino and what he does and why he fits this system, even if he's not contributing goals and assists. Because he comes on, obviously Jordan Henderson comes on, Gini Wijnaldum comes on. Gini Wijnaldum, fair play to him, looked absolutely electric when he came on. Henderson worked his arse off as well when he came on. I felt that Fabinho going off was a little bit maybe premature, but I also don't disagree with it either. It just, our play looked like it needed an injection of energy, hard work, and you get that in abundance with Jordan Henderson, with Bobby Firmino, and Gini Wijnaldum as well, who came on for Oxlade-Chamberlain. And Oxlade-Chamberlain didn't have the worst game, but didn't really contribute a great deal. It is no coincidence that from these guys coming on, we started to look a bit more attacking. We'd had a lot of possession up until this point as well, but we were actually starting to make the attacks count. Starting to make something happen. Starting to make Aston Villa worry. And they were right to be worried. And it just goes to show, I can't remember who the ball came in from that went to Naby Keita. I can't remember who that was. I don't know if it was Henderson. I don't know who it was. But Naby Keita gets the ball, puts it in, pacey, to Sadio Mane, who literally first time hits it. I think it might have gone in just under the bar. I don't think it clipped the bar on its way in or anything like that. Brilliant goal, and it really set about us sort of getting more attacks, making more pressure, making that pressure count. And then Curtis Jones comes on for Naby Keita on 84 minutes, and in the 89th minute, Curtis Jones scores his first Premier League goal, and that really makes me smile, because Curtis Jones is someone that he signed a brand new contract at the weekend as well, and then he's come on 89th minute, Mohamed Salah with the assist. Curtis Jones puts it in the back of the net. Alright, it took a little bit of a deflection, I think, off a defender. Slight deflection that maybe took it past the goalkeeper. But I think it could have gone in anyway. And I just love the fact that we could have another youngster like Curtis Jones coming into this team, putting and getting, you know, just getting. I don't even know if it was his Premier League debut. I don't think it was his debut, but after, you know, it was just, it's really nice. Everyone wants to see their academy players scoring goals, doing well, getting assists, or just having a good game. You know, even if he didn't like score a goal at that point, it would have been a good, you know, it's great to see him involved. Like we've been seeing Nico Williams involved as well. You know, we've been seeing, you know, loads of different. Nico Williams actually did come on for Andy Robertson as well. I forgot about that. You know, seeing these young lads come in. Obviously, we've still got Harvey Elliott to come in and get some appearances as well. And hopefully, it means that these guys will have a future moving forward into next season as well. An interesting conversation that Souness brought up, and it's one that has been brought up so many times, I think, primarily on fan channels of anything, is about Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, I'm not going to cover it right now, but I am going to make a video at some point tomorrow. It's going to be when I finish work. I'm not even going to talk about my first day back at work. It's not even worth talking about, because what is the point? It was just awful. I nearly swore there, and I didn't. Held it back. I held it back because I don't like swearing on videos. I don't know why. But yeah, I will record something tomorrow looking at, should Trent Alexander-Arnold be moved into midfield? Trent was the one who put the ball into Naby Keita. Trent had gone into midfield, put a really nice ball through to Naby Keita, who then put it through to Sadio Mane. It's all clicking now. It's all clicking. I like it. Yeah, we're going to do that. Should Trent Alexander-Arnold move into midfield and Nico Williams become our right back? It's something to ponder, something to think about, something to wonder about, and to at least think, well, you know what? We've got the option to try it, because Nico Williams handles himself pretty well, in my opinion. So, let's have a quick look over the fixtures that we've just had over the weekend as well. Brighton beat Norwich, who isn't beating Norwich lately. Leicester 3-0 over Crystal Palace. Very, very good result for Leicester. And the fact that, because that top four race it looks like it's basically between Man United, Chelsea and Leicester now. Man United don't seem to be slowing down. They're 2 points behind Chelsea, who picked up a 3-0 win against Watford. You've got Man United, and then you've got Leicester needed to pick up the win because I think they'd actually dropped out of the top 4 until they won. I'm not sure though. No, Chelsea did. Chelsea dropped out of the top 4 until they won because Man United had won as well. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about by this point, anyway. Wolves got beat by Arsenal, and I couldn't have predicted that in a month of Sundays. I really couldn't. And that's no disrespect to Arsenal. It really isn't. It's just Wolves have been such a juggernaut, and I actually want to look at the stats for that game as well because I can't believe. Yeah, like Wolves just edged possession, but basically they had 5 shots, 1 on target, and Arsenal had 5 shots, 4 on target. Arsenal are looking very, very different. They're not looking like the team earlier this season that looked like you could just easily dominate and get around them and all that sort of business. They are actually looking a much more well-organised unit at the moment. They're looking very positive. So coming up against them in a couple of weeks or whenever it is, I think it might be next week, it's not going to be as easy, straightforward as people think it is. Like, I know people call Arsenal the banter club and all this lot, but they're not looking too bad. I can't remember where they are in the table either. 7th, they're in with a shout maybe at Wolves. They'd need all the other teams, like a Leicester, a Chelsea and that, to lose a lot of games for Arsenal to get themselves into the Champions League places. I still don't think that's something that they should be focusing on. But a team that is Man United, who beat Bournemouth 5-2. They went down early on, Stanislas at the near post of De Gea, but Man United turned it on. They absolutely turned it on. Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, absolutely turned it on, and they were very, very good in that sense. They were very good in an attacking sense, very fluid. It was like watching age-old Manchester United. It really was. Like the wing play, the creative play, getting it to the forwards, the forward play, and the fact that Mason Greenwood's a young lad and will just take the shots on that he's taken on. It's no fear. No fear, and he knows he's got the ability on either foot. So he's a credit to them. Same with Bruno Fernandes. I've mentioned it before in a couple of videos. He's been a revelation for Manchester United. In fact, since he's come in, I think Man United are the informed team in the Premier League in total. They are the informed league. In the last 5, got 4 wins, 1 draw. It's not looking too shabby for those guys either. Burnley Sheffield United was 1-1. Meh. One of them. I think Sheffield United got a late goal, but Burnley will probably be disappointed with that one. Newcastle West Ham 2-2. West Ham threw it away. Like, Newcastle aren't even fighting relegation at this moment in time, but West Ham are, and they just completely just threw it away, in my opinion. And then probably the biggest result, or the shockest, you can tell I have been up since 2 o'clock this morning. 1-0 Southampton against Manchester City, and again, one of those games where, and I'm not ripping on Man City whatsoever. I'm not that type of football fan. But another game where Man City 74% possession, 14 shots, 6 on target, to Southampton's 26%, 6 shots and 4 on target, and the one that went in just happened to be because Ederson had been caught out of position when they turned over possession very, very quickly. Che Adams gets his first goal in 30 appearances for Southampton, and it was a hell of a goal. Like, to take that shot on first time, curl it, and make sure that it doesn't bounce before the bar. It was a really well taken shot, really, really well done. But the biggest, most impressive thing about Southampton's performance was most definitely the goalkeeper, who had a completely ridiculous game. Levels of goalkeeping, like that was unreal. And the defensive play was literally all for one, one for all. Like, they were just in it together. They were absolutely all about it, all together, and just they kept Man City out. And that Man City, you're looking at that game, and I'm looking at it obviously as a Liverpool fan, where I'm like, how the hell they absolutely spanked us 4-0, and then they go get beat 1-0, and they were completely dominant in the game. They just could not put it in the back of the net. If they are looking for a Sergio Aguero replacement, I don't think Gabriel Jesus is it. I really don't. To try and replace someone, or find someone that could replace Aguero, I genuinely don't even know who it could be. I really don't know who it could be. If you want someone that's young, no idea. Absolutely no idea. To replace someone like that in front of goal, hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. It's not something that can be done on the cheap unless you get absolutely, you strike gold and you get lucky and you bring someone through from your academy or something like that. I don't know. Like when you get someone like what's happening with Manchester United at the moment with Mason Greenwood, looks like a very clinical finisher. That, if they can do something like that, then yeah, fair play. But otherwise, you want to replace Aguero and his goals and what he does in front of goal, hundreds of millions, and it might not even be doable. But yeah, anyway, that's it. I'm going to be getting back to a video for you tomorrow. Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield, Nico Williams at right back. Can it be done, and should it be done next season? Let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, I'm going to have a bath and I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. I'm really tired. Getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning for work when I've been going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning recently. It is just beyond me. So anyway, I hope you have a good rest of the day, whatever you happen to be doing anyway. But hey, positives for Liverpool is that we got the win. We move on to whatever our next game is. I didn't even look at who it was. Hey, we've got a game coming up and it will be happening at some time, somewhere, at some point. Thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you later.